Hey YouTube! So it is Monday and I have been doing my grocery shopping, and I know in my last video I mentioned that we are switching to healthier eating, and I have a lot of people that are like, this is going to be a lot more expensive. And so I wanted to share with you kind of what our thoughts are going into this, and also show you one of my healthy food hauls from Kroger's using ClickList again, so you can get an idea how much it costs. Now, normally for our family, our grocery budget for a week, including things like incidentals, batteries, paper goods, cleaning products, everything, is $250 for 7 people for a week, okay? And that covers groceries, proteins, meats, dairies, everything, the odd pair of socks. I mean, if we're doing full-on clothes shopping, it comes out of clothes budget, but small things, it comes out of the grocery budget. So we figured to try, this is only our second week doing this full-on, we're going to increase our grocery budget by $100. And we're going to watch it for about 3 or 4 weeks and see what we're actually spending. I don't think we're spending more than that. We may even wind up not even needing that much. And I wanted to show you what we're getting. Now, am I cleaning out my cupboards and throwing out things I already have and being like, oh, that, too good for me, I'm not? No, we don't have anybody that is celiac or anybody that's truly allergic. I mean, if you have a reaction to a food and it's not life-threatening, it's not an allergy, it's a sensitivity. So we don't have anybody that has any allergies, so we are using up what we have. Now when it comes time to replace it, we are replacing it with either gluten-free items, if that applies, or organic, or both. Another question I get, are you cutting out all junk food? For me, I don't like sweets. My downfall is carbs. With this new diet thing that I'm going to be trying, I am going to be cutting out carbs for a while to try to help reset my endocrine system and help with some of my fibromyalgia issues. But no, as a family, no. We will be going for as much organic stuff as we can with produce and the rest of it. And we're focusing more on eating better, not just the quality of the food, but also as far as recipes and I'm gonna call it higher end. Tonight we're having salmon. I got 8 small pieces of salmon. I'll probably serve it with cauliflower. It's gonna be a cilantro and lime salmon, and I think it's cilantro and lime. I have to look at the recipe. And probably some rice. Am I using organic rice? No. We still have rice sitting here that we paid for, we bought, we're gonna use up. But as we need to replace it, we are replacing them with better quality items, and we are also looking for better quality recipes with more flavors that come from spices. Really, really good food with really good flavors. You don't need a giant 12-inch dinner plate or 18-inch dinner plate full of food, let alone seconds or thirds. The flavors alone will satisfy your body. One thing we are not doing is grass-fed meat, because, now granted, I have not looked this up, so if you know, you can correct me. We haven't done it yet. Now, a lot of people will pay extra for stuff that says hormone-free or whatever on meats. Most meats anymore, the law requires that they're hormone-free. There's no point in paying more because it says that on the label. Alright? So, we haven't really paid more for that kind of thing. Grass-fed beef, I was told that legally a company can claim that a meat is grass-fed if it has consumed as so much as one piece of grass in its lifetime. Okay? So, the only grass-fed beef we've actually bought and consumed is meat we have raised ourselves, and we know that it has eaten grass its entire life. So, make that decision as you will. Another item that I will not pay for unless I get it from a local farmer is cage-free or farm eggs. When you're getting them from giant companies, cage-free just means that the chickens have a time during the day where they may go outside. They may choose to not go outside. They may choose to maybe they're sleeping and they don't wake up. They don't have to go outside. They just have a time where the doors are opened and they're allowed to go outside. When they go outside, they do not have access necessarily to dirt and bugs and grass and all the things that make for a healthier chicken. So before I start paying through the nose for that kind of thing, I will find a local person here that in town. Luckily we live kind of in a rural area, so there's plenty of people that have chickens, and buy from them first. And I know that they are, you know, free range chickens. Now you may have to check, because a lot of people that you know, have chickens still like feed them corn and things like that. So you want to ask them, like, you know, are they supplemented a lot? Is it mostly grass? Whatever you feel is best for your family. But right now, because there's not that much difference other than price between regular eggs and those eggs, I'm still buying the 49-cent a dozen eggs at Aldi's. So right now, last week and this week, I did the majority of my shopping at Aldi's and Kroger's. Kroger's has a much bigger and better selection of organic than Walmart or Aldi's. But if I can get it organic at Aldi's, I will. All right. If I'm unsure if I can get it, I'll just go ahead and get it at Kroger's. Okay. Again, I didn't have to get out of my car. They put it in the back. Now, technically, now here's something the girl told me. All right. When you check out, they're going to give you a receipt. I'm trying to see if mine is over here. It's probably in the bag on the floor, with a printout of everything you got. Now, if you do the survey on the receipt, not only will you get 50 gas points extra applied to your card, so will the person who bagged your groceries. So it's a way for you to tip without having to use actual cash. And even though after the first 3 visits, they're supposed to charge you $4.95 for this service, she said that if you mention that Walmart doesn't charge for their service, they will price match and waive the $4.95 fee. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I did check on Walmart's service, from what I understand, is the same as Kroger's, although they Walmart also has access to things like toys and clothes, which Kroger wouldn't have. And as long as you spend $30, there's no fee at Walmart. Well, when I'm doing my weekly shopping, I'm always spending way more than $30, you guys. So if I did it at Walmart, yes, but Walmart does not have the same kind of organic selection that Kroger's does. Kroger's is just a nicer grocery store, around here at least, than Walmart is. So I'm going to go inside, I'm going to grab some kids and use some child labor and get my groceries inside, and I will show you what I got and what I spent, okay? Hey you guys, so this is a combination of everything organic and or gluten-free that I got today. So I'm going to show you what I got and where I got it. I did grab a few things at Aldi's. Like I said, if I can get them there. Normally their stuff is really yummy and cheap. Their gluten-free pretzels are really, really yummy and inexpensive. I paid for the gluten-free pretzels, I paid $1.89 for a nice big bag, 8-ounce bag. The gluten-free bread, most places you're going to pay $6. I paid $3.99 at Aldi's. Now, I'm the only ones right now switching to gluten-free bread. It's actually really yummy, and I'm hoping to get eventually everybody over to it, or at least me and my husband. You know, but it's a gradual process. And yes, I know that some of the things I'm going to show you are processed. Just because they're organic does not mean they're whole foods. It doesn't mean that they're not processed, but, you know, it's a transition period, and I feel like we're reducing so much the chemicals out of our bodies, from our family, from the cleaning products we use, the personal products we use, and dropping the gluten down, that having a few processed things here and there to not have the kids and the family feel like they're being tortured is worth it. So pretzels, we've got bread, some gluten-free Oreos. Yes, they still have sugar and all of that, but so do regular Oreos, and at least these don't have gluten. And we very much limit sweets around here. So chocolate teddy bear grams, organic. This was also Aldi's. Organic beef broth. They're kind of hit or miss on the beef broth, which is what we use the most, but they normally have organic chicken broth and vegetable broth. The organic beef broth was $1.79, and the gluten-free cookies were, give me just a second here, pretzels, $2.59. And then I also have somewhere around here some gluten-free chocolate chip cookies that were $3.29 within a similar sized container. All right, now everything else I got at Kroger's. They have a much bigger selection. And yes, I know Aldi's has blue corn chips, and we love their blue corn chips, but they're not organic, so they're chemically processed. So these are blue corn chips and organic, and they're also gluten-free. So for snack food, besides what you just saw, I also got that. Now, I don't know if you can see this on here. This is, I don't think there's any personal information on here other than my cell phone number. This is our list that you will get when you go to click list, okay? And they pick up any substitutions that have to be made. They'll put on the front page. So for instance, let's find something on here. The Eggo waffles, the gluten-free, they're Simple Truth gluten-free waffles. They did not have that. They had Nature's Path gluten-free, which is fine. So they usually will give you those at the same price or cheaper price, okay? So they'll make sure that all of the substitutions that they give you are good to go. Now, this diet that I'm on requires me to eat 2 servings of berries a week, a day. And so I got a lot of organic berries. Now, I would normally check Aldi's, but they're kind of hit or miss. At least mine is. It has a smaller organic section. And sometimes their produce can be a little iffy. Any kind of organic produce is going to be a little bit more, you have to check it out, make sure you're not getting anything mushy or whatever, just because of the way that it's not sprayed with chemicals. So I got blackberries, 2 blueberries, and 2 raspberries. And these organic prices for these were, let me see here. Oh, it doesn't have the price on here. Shoot. Okay, well, I won't be able to give you individual prices, but I'll give you the total here in just a second. All right, organic tomato sauce used for soups. I finished up yesterday the regular sauce that we had. Organic cabbage. 2 squash for my husband. He likes squash. Some sweet potatoes, again, for him. He likes those. I still have organic potatoes from last week that we'll use. Great. The apples are from Aldi's, the organic apples. And they are, see, I always do this when I do these videos. I always drop a receipt somewhere. They're $4.99 for a big bag of organic gala apples. Now, I still wash all my organic stuff because it'll have waxes and things on it to help with preservation. I still wash it all with fruit and veggie wash. Yay thieves. But yeah, those are from Aldi's. The organic bananas, which I do normally get at Aldi's, but they have been out the last couple times or they were too far gone, so I got them at Kroger's and was very happy with those. I got this just to try it for my cheat day on this diet. I get one cheat day. Organic Italian soda blood orange. I mean, that just looked yummy, so that's for my cheat day. Lots of chips because we have 2 teenagers and kids, and I'm trying to give them more of this kind of snack than sugar stuff. We do eat instant oatmeal. My toddlers love it, so I got organic instant oatmeal. Kind bars, these are yummy, yummy in for breakfast. Gluten-free, non-GMO, 5 super grains, yummy. So this will last me a week for breakfast and stuff. All right, rosemary, organic rosemary. I have a organic rosemary plant, but I kind of use rosemary faster than my poor plant can grow it, so I got some of that. Dried cranberries. All right, those look yummy. Sugar, we needed sugar this week, and so I got organic sugar. Aldi's has organic brown sugar. I did not see organic regular sugar, so I'm going to have to check that out. So whenever I need brown sugar next, which is not going to be for a while, I will check out and see who has the better price. All right, so organic juice, also from Kroger's. This is organic orange and turmeric and probiotics. We love orange juice around here to have with breakfast sometimes, and the turmeric in there is highly anti-inflammatory, so it will help greatly with my joint and muscle pain. Plus, probiotics are really, really good for you as well, and so this seemed like a big bang for our buck. Back there, organic unsweetened almond milk, and I know it's canned, but it is non-BPA, non-GMO, organic cut green beans for veggies, and we always buy stuff like this in an entire flat whenever I get it. We love hot sauce around here, so organic jalapeno hot sauce. My daughter needed more face wash, so we decided to go ahead and start her on something organic. I'm going to be using the Young Living, but it'll be our first experience with Young Living face products, so before I get her on those, I wanted to see what Kroger's brands were like. So Desert Essence, organic face wash for oily and combination skin, organic cooking spray, and then I ran out of a couple spices this week, so we got cayenne pepper and mustard seed and chili powder. So yeah, there we go. Now you want to watch sometimes, because sometimes they will have, these are not listed, I don't think, as gluten-free just because they're processed in a factory that has gluten. But most of the time, your single spices like this are not going to have anything else in them. And since we do not have anyone with a true gluten allergy, it doesn't bother me if it was produced in a factory with gluten. All right. Then I got some organic Greek yogurt, single serving size, to stir some of those berries in for me during the week. I also got a large, it's not here, it's on a different counter, organic, a large thing of Greek yogurt if we want to use it in a recipe, or everybody wants some when you have a big family. This would be nice for on the go or whatever. So this was my entire purchase. There are also 2 packages of sliced cheese that are not pictured right here. They're not organic or anything. I don't know how many kinds of organic cheese there are. I haven't actually looked into that. But like, they were like $1.69 each, so you know, just lunch slices of cheese. So my total at Kroger's was $156 and some change. So yeah, my estimated online total, because of the weight of the fruits, it kind of changes, and the vegetables, was $147, and then my actual total came to $156 for all of this. I want to say, give me just a second, I'm going to double check this list so you guys don't have to keep staring at the same groceries. So I had a bag sitting there that I missed. All right, so I also got their Heritage Farm boneless, skinless chicken tenderloins. Chicken tenderloins are always a little bit more expensive. But that's fine. I wanted those for a recipe. It's the only real protein I purchased this week, because we have stuff from other weeks that we're using up. Back here is organic angel hair. I know it's not gluten-free, but we have tried everything, I think, except for black bean and edamame, or however that's pronounced, based pastas, and they're just disgusting. So if it's not going to be gluten-free, it's at least going to be organic, you guys. So, and then also over here, gluten-free and wheat-free, zero trans fat, Eggo waffles. And who doesn't like a good Eggo waffle, right? So we'll try these out for the first time. All right, so $156 for everything. That includes 2 cheeses not purchased, and this protein there. And then Aldi's, of course, this is my stuff from Aldi's right here, and the apples, plus regular cereal milk. A couple other things that I got was like $111. So far, staying pretty close to our former food budget. I'm pretty excited about that. So we may not have to up it as much as we thought in the end going forward, like I said, because we're not cleaning out the pantry and just dumping everything, getting rid of it, or donating it. We're actually using it up and just transitioning slowly. So tell me, if you have a special dietary regime in your family, if you have special diet requirements that people have, or just better choices that you're trying to make, what are your budget-friendly tips? Where are your favorite places to go and sales to watch for? Let me know, let the other viewers know down below, so that we can be as budget-friendly as possible while still feeding our bodies healthy things that won't give us cancer later, you know? So leave your tips down below, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you later.